Welcome, MTV. Welcome to my crib. It's John.
We're at Andy's
in my
house.
crib.
Look at that.
We're not at In-N-Out, but we got our In-N-Out cups.
It kind of looks like In-N-Out if you think about it.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And this is about as comfortable as your car.
Yeah. Welcome.
Welcome to week 8.
We remembered this time.
We got it this time.
Sorry the video last time was so long. That was pretty terrible.
You know what? They can deal with it.
Yeah. You know what? Sometimes it's worth it. I would say it's always worth it.
I'd say so.
Last weekend was really disappointing. I don't know if you watched football on Saturday. We had 2 really close games, just like we said they would be, and both teams that we all hate won
In OT.
in OT,
And it was tough.
and it was hard to watch. And then to top it all off, Miami lost to a team they should have beaten. The Raiders lost on Sunday. Eamon's 49ers lost on
The
Sunday.
Niners are just a continuous dumpster fire that won't go out.
It was a shit heap of a weekend. So it's pretty much guaranteed now we're gonna have fucking Bama and Ohio State.
Bama could lose this week, buddy. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. I hope they lose, God.
Oh, Blake Griffin doing stand-up comedy.
At the Laugh Factory? let's stay focused. Alright, let's kick this off first. It's Thursday night. So
Couple of good ones on Thursday.
there are a couple good ones on Thursday. So to start our Thursday off, we're gonna have 4 p.m. Miami at Virginia Tech. Now here's the thing: the U has now lost back-to-back games.
The U against the VT.
Against the VT, and so they have to win this game.
Yeah.
They have to win this game, but Virginia Tech also has to win this game so they don't look awful.
Miami, they had the brutal loss to the Seminoles. Then they obviously hadn't bounced back from it last week. But they need to get their act together this week or they're toast.
This is the do or die game. This is what's going to establish my faith in Mark Rent or not faith. Then next at 7:15 p.m. on Thursday we have Booty U, BYU
Hell yeah.
at 14, Boise State. Boise State's ranked 14th.
The blue field, man.
They're
They're hypnotizing all the voters into putting them in the top 25 again.
just gives you motion sickness and then you lose.
Your rods and cones get all haywire. Yeah, you know what? I think Boise's only favored by 7.
And
I always like the Booty U Cougars to make a close game of
it
it.
still feels weird saying the Booty U.
The Mormons from Booty U.
Yep,
Yeah, I always trust them to make a close game of something. So
yeah, they've been me and Ian were going over their schedule this year. They've been beating a lot of teams just kind of out of the blue, and so I think they've got a shot. Ian thinks
Absolutely,
they got a shot.
yeah.
Miami and VTech, 3 stars.
3 stars and
BYU at Boise State. I'm gonna give it 3.5.
and South Beach Sansa, as they're calling
Oh,
it,
yeah.
Miami Bay.
She won't be there because they're up at Virginia Tech.
Hey, she might travel.
Yeah, maybe she does travel actually.
BYU and Boise 3.5.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I hate watching games on that field though.
Yeah,
That's the only drawback.
You gonna drop a half point for that?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't blame you. And then we are going to go to Friday, which is a game that Eamon's calling. So this
My
is
dulcet tones on the radio.
Eamon's voice on Calex.
So sexy.
So just Google Calex, Kalx, and listen to the stream.
It'll be likely a 4.5-hour game between Oregon and Cal. It's going to be just tons of points.
I didn't
not
write down
much
the time.
defense.
What time does it start?
It's a 7:30 game.
Yeah, so Oregon at Cal, 7:30.
Not only is it Pac-12 after dark, it is way into the night.
Yeah, and so Oregon is a 2-4 team.
2-4.
So
How crazy is that?
Cal somehow has more wins than them. So this is
Cal's 3-3.
This is uncharted territory for us. For almost my entire lifetime, or at least my entire life in that I've been conscious of football. Oregon has been better than Cal.
It's been a while. It's been probably almost 10 years since Cal was slightly better than Oregon.
Yeah.
I mean, in the Marshawn Lynch, Justin Forsett days, they were better than Oregon.
Yeah. But we're actually
Yeah.
We're actually favored this time by like 2 points or something.
Something like that, yeah.
So,
Favored by 3 according to this.
So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I bet Cal should win. They better win.
Yeah, they should win. All right, cruising into Saturday. So that game, so I'll give it about a 3.
Yeah, I'll give it 3.
Davis Webb's going to play.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3.
Give it a 3. Saturday, we got UCF at UConn, the University of Central Florida at the University of Connecticut. Now, this is a big one for the American Conference because these are two of the better teams in that conference. UCF's been kind of on a roll lately. They lost last week, which was a bummer, but they have been on a roll otherwise, especially in their conference. This is 9 a.m. Unfortunately, this game is usurped by another 9 a.m. game. That's a trap game.
A trap queen game?
Trap queen game. Before we reveal that, I'm going to say UCF at UConn about 2.5 stars just because it's mediocre football.
Yeah,
I don't want to get into it.
I say 2 stars. I'm not interested in that game.
I put it on there just because I love you, Emma. My girlfriend went to UCF.
That's adorable. My girlfriend went to UConn.
She did.
That's a lie.
I was going to say, amen. I didn't notice. Actually,
just didn't know I had a girlfriend.
Okay, so our trap game this week is NC State at Louisville, number 7. Now you might say to us, but John and Eamon, your trap game last week was NC State at Clemson. Yes, that is because NC State is the trap team.
They're the trap team.
They're the trap team.
It's a trap team.
It's a trap team.
Yeah, and they should have beaten Clemson.
Oh, yeah.
Their kicker
missed a fucking
botched
stunner.
it.
I bet he got punched this week by someone on campus, I'm sure.
But they will not likely have the same fate this week.
Oh, no.
Because Louisville has Lamar Jackson, who is a beast.
This game is a black and white game, as in it's either going to be an absolute 70-point blowout, or it is going to be incredibly tight, and Louisville is going to be
maybe Louisville will take NC State lightly, and they won't have a great game, and it'll be way too close for them.
Maybe none of them watched television last week. Maybe they all missed SportsCenter, which seems extremely unlikely. But anyway, you never know. So
maybe they're all Jewish and it was Yom Kippur.
Yeah, maybe they couldn't watch TV. So I'm going to give it 2.5 stars just because it's so unpredictable, but I wanted to throw it on there because it could be very close.
I would say it's very watchable either way, and so I would give it 3.5 stars.
All right. We're at two different ends of the spectrum there.
I'm sorry, are we boring you, John? This is boring? John's over the weekly previews.
I'm over it,
John's leaving, he's going home.
I'm over it. Oh, okay, you know what, I changed my mind, I'm already back.
What's our next game?
Our next game is Colorado at Stanford at 12 p.m. Now we're going to try to blast through this so we don't end up with a fucking 15
let's go. Colorado at Stanford. Stanford sucks.
Jim McIntyre's Colorado team is pretty good.
You know how shitty they are? They almost lost to Notre Dame. That's how shitty they are.
That's how bad they are. And a lot of you will be like, oh, John, but Notre Dame's so good. No, they're not. They're fucking bullshit. And somehow Stanford beat them, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that Notre Dame lost. So both things are amazing.
If Stanford has... Wait, this is at Stanford?
This is at Stanford.
If they have McCaffrey back, maybe they'll have a shot against Colorado. But I like Colorado a lot, so I'll give that one...
Colorado should outplay the shit out of them.
They really should. Yeah. I really want Colorado to just come out and dominate.
That's at 12 p.m., so get lunch, watch that game.
2.5 stars.
Next, 12:30, we have our kind of, would you say this is our big game of the weekend?
Oh, absolutely.
Texas A&M, number 6, undefeated, at number 1, Bama, 12:30 p.m.
This is a big one.
This is a big one. Now, Nick Saban has fallen for the old A&M kryptonite in the past. There's 2 kryptonite teams were in the past have been Ole Miss and A&M. I don't think it's going to happen this time.
I don't think so either, if only for the fact that it's in Tuscaloosa.
That is the problem, yeah.
And they don't lose there.
Yeah.
If it was at College Station, maybe A&M has a shot, but
not in this game. So for Colorado at Stanford, I'm giving it 3 stars. This game, I'm giving it 3 stars.
Ooh, I would give this one 3.5.
Okay.
Just because maybe A&M ups their game and maybe Bama will slip a little bit. They haven't had a bad game this year. Maybe Lane Kiffin will be hungover for some reason on Saturday morning and the whole offense will suck.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Should we move on?
Yeah, let's move on and move on quick. So that was at 12:30. So you watch a half hour of the Stanford game, then change the channel. Then you watch a half hour of this game and then change the channel to number 19 at Utah, or Utah at UCLA. I'm just kidding. Why would you want to change to that game? This game is basically doesn't have a line from Vegas yet because they're still waiting to figure out if Josh Rosen is going to play, as Eamon pointed out.
Yeah, that'll be a big determining factor if you should even watch this game. Like, if Rosen plays, it should be a pretty competitive game. If he doesn't, Utah should win pretty handily.
They should win by a buttload.
Yeah.
And then that's at 1 p.m. I'll give that 2.5 stars.
2.5.
Eamon's with me there. Next, at 3 p.m., we have 17 Arkansas at number 21 Auburn.
What were we saying, John? This is one of those, because Bama's just running away with the SEC this year, that the voters are...
This is your sideshow.
They're getting, all these SEC teams are getting, like, pity votes. Pity rankings.
Yep. Because their TV rankings their TV ratings are dropping. ESPN, who runs the SEC network, and the SEC themselves have been asking the AP to pump up their ratings a little bit, their rankings a little bit, so that people will watch these games. So
this is really only an interesting game because of the southern rivalry of it.
Yeah, it says 17 versus number 21 here, but it might as well be two unranked teams. Let's be 100% real. It's Arkansas and Auburn. It's going to be tight. But it's only going to be tight because they're both pretty mediocre.
Exactly. That said, I'll give it 3 stars.
I'll give it 3 stars as well because it will be tight. That is one thing you can almost guarantee. Next, we have 16 Oklahoma at Texas Tech at 5 p.m. Oklahoma is a pretty bullshit, dumbass team, but this is a Big 12 matchup.
They're so hot and cold. Like they have terrible games. They're
everywhere.
Yeah. Bob Stoops is Bob Stooping it.
Yep. Bob Stoops, Bob Unpredictable, I don't know.
So, and then Texas Tech as ever. They're going to throw 70 times a game.
There's the WSU, the Cal, the T-Tech, the WV, well, no, I don't even know. They just throw a lot.
Yeah, so this game is going to be exactly what we think it's going to be. And Oklahoma will probably end up winning by like 14. Yeah. But it'll be close for like 3 quarters.
Yeah. So I'll give it 2.5. It's a Big 12 matchup. They're going to play each other somewhat competitively.
And since it's at Texas Tech, maybe it'll be closer than we think.
Yeah. It's 5 p.m. Maybe watch it. Then, cruising forward, we have number 23 Ole Miss at number 25 LSU. This is at 6 p.m.
You know what? I actually like this game a lot more than Arkansas and Auburn. Two higher ranked teams. I don't know why. I said it last week. I like watching Ole Miss play. They're enjoyable to watch.
Chad Kelly's pretty good.
I like watching Chad Kelly.
When he's confident.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they start losing, then he's not so great to watch.
That gif of the flaming truck they're driving down the road.
Yeah. And
then LSU in their 3rd game under Ed Orgeron looking a lot better than they were under
blown out the first 2 teams.
Miles.
I mean, they may have been shit teams, but they blew them the fuck out.
So I think this is a pretty entertaining game coming.
I'm giving this one 3.5.
Me too.
I think it's going to be very, very tight. I think LSU will probably win.
Yep.
But we will see. And then our kind of maybe game that really hinges on the mysterious actions of one Todd Graham.
Mm-hmm. And his
quarterback. Who says he's totally healthy, and Todd Graham says he's not totally healthy. So
his name's Wilkins?
Manny Wilkins.
So if Manny Wilkins, ASU quarterback, plays in this game, I think it's it's going to be a pretty closely contested game. Two good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Washington State's Luke Falk, another good one.
If he plays.
Otherwise, Washington State should win pretty easily.
They should rout the fuck out of this game.
So take that into your maybe phase.
Yeah.
If you're still awake, what's that, a 7 o'clock game?
Yeah, check
your local listings.
Check the Arizona State Independent.
Check all the blogs.
Yeah, whatever the hell their local sports newspaper is.
Check our tweets.
Call Todd Graham's house, ask his wife.
Yep, Mrs. Graham as I call her.
Yeah. And and that's at 7 p.m. if you really want to cap your night off on a low note.
Yep.
Anyway.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. We're watching the replay of the fucking Dodgers destroying the Cubs. And these Chicago fans just turned on their TVs and were like, it's happening again. And it is.
Deja vu.
Sorry, guys. I'm John.
I'm Eamon. This is my house.
And we'll see you in hell.